and don't expect anything from the teachers. Management education is really going through a lot of changes. Students are not interested in listening anymore. They want to have practical experience. There's a need to change the pedagogy. That in management there is no right or wrong decision. The decision what you have taken in the morning may not be relevant in the evening.
Hi, sir. First of all, welcome to Education Post.
Thank you.
So, I want, sir, please brief little bit of like your introduction, so our audience get to know about you.
Okay. I am Nandagopal, the past president of Association of Indian Management Schools. Earlier, I was with the PSG Institute of Management at Coimbatore as a director. Subsequently, I was also director of Xavier Institute of Management and Entrepreneurship. And currently, I am immediate past president of AIMS.
So, decades of experience in management, and especially if we'll talk about the business schools. So, how are things like in these decades? How traditionally, drastically, these trends are changing in the industry?
See, management education is really going through a lot of changes. The one is the pedagogy. The technology which has impacted on teaching pedagogy has completely changed. Today, the challenge is students are not interested in listening anymore. They want to have practical experience. They want exposure. They want to do things themselves and want to understand what it should be done. I think that is where today, especially last 5 to 10 years, the IT and the AI and other things has made completely change in the education scenario, especially management education. And it is a big challenge for the management teachers. How do we handle the present generation because they are tech savvy and also more curious to know the technological impact.
One more thing, sir. When we go to talk about the management student, the thing is that management is about understanding, thinking ability, and how you are good and smart at work, right? But technology in today's days are taking place, so we have to change the curriculum accordingly. But are the curriculums are set as per the industry demand?
See, basically the curriculum need not be changed because we are teaching the basic concepts, fundamental. For example, if you want to teach finance, you have to teach them what is finance, what is the capital budgeting, what is the net present value. So the tools are not changed. The basic understanding of the subject they require. So I don't think there is a need to change the curriculum, but there is a need to change the pedagogy. How the way you teach has to be
Sorry for
changed.
interruption. As you tell, there is a basic knowledge in never gonna change. The steps should be the same. Like if you are doing the laser entries, journal entries, balance account, everything should be same. But in a today's time, if you give the proper data to AI and you just give the command like what you want, then you will go to get the exact output from it. So no need to do that much of tough work. So it's doing ease of these kind of things, but we are not get learned that much of technology what we required to make the things easy.
Yeah. First of all, we have to understand AI can give you the solution, or they can give you decision, but the decision is relevant to you or not important. For example, what is relevant to a place like Coimbatore, where I come from, will be different from Meerut. So AI give you a solution, but the solution will work in this particular place. Nobody can decide. That only a person with a common sense, with who has an understanding of that particular place, will work. And I always tell my students that in management there is no right or wrong decision. The decision what you have taken in the morning may not be relevant in the evening because the things would have changed. It may be economic changes or political changes or even a human behavior. See, because you are handling with the human resources. So human resources may think rationally, irrationally also sometimes they will think. So these are the decision given by AI cannot be taken in the case of motivating the people, or it can be disciplinary issue. So whatever the data analysis and the decisions what given by AI, only an indicator for the person to use that. That is a basis in which, but he has to apply his mind and take the decision to relevant to the context. So again, as you rightly said, you talked about journal, ledger and other things. Today we don't require journal and ledger because there's a software is working. But again, the way the logically the arrived the end balance sheets or financial report, the concept the student has to understand. That's why I said basic concept never changes. But how do we interpret and use because of change in technology? Earlier, I collect the data, I code it, I analyze it, I use it. But today, somebody does for me. So I have to adapt the decision to the context in which I have to work.
Sir, actually, my concern is that like this technology should be good in time management. It will put the less effort to do lot of things. And one more thing, if you are like adopting the technology, so that will be obviously in management we get to know the basic knowledge and entire thing. In if you are talking about the marketing, if you are talking about the operations, if you are talking about the finance or HR, okay. But thing is that there is a multiple HR, human resource management softwares. There is a multiple to understand the marketing trends and all. But these are the things which industry right now wants. But the institutions, academics are not providing those kind of trainings or learning to subjects that students should be prepared for today's world.
Yeah, to some extent you are correct, but reality, if you look at students themselves start learning it, and of course some of the institutions are trying to give the tools. How to interpret the tools also they are giving. So first thing, a student has to take interest, understand the tools. Again, the tools also changes every day. So today you are talking about chatbot, tomorrow you are talking about something different.
Basic will not change.
Basic won't change, and second thing, we cannot teach a particular tool what is applicable today because that will change tomorrow. What is the use of keeping that in the as a part of a curriculum, which may be irrelevant for the students when he completes 3 years? That's what I am saying. For example, take computer courses. You started with the basic Fortran, COBOL, another thing. Today, the languages have completely changed. You are talking about Java, C, computer, C plus.
Yeah, today is the generation where MongoDB is taking place rather than
Exactly, that is what. So even the tools also, because of change so fast, what I was taught in 6 months back, it may not be relevant. So the student has to take an interest to understand the tool, what tools are available, and you cannot expect somebody to teach the tools. That's my takeaway.
my so simple as like aspect of asking these questions is saying is that like is that curriculum need to be updated accordingly.
No, curriculum has to be updated because certain things and new developments has come that naturally you have to do it. But basic course like finance, marketing, HR, basic concept you need not change. But government changes, political system changes, technology changes. Those things has to be updated. I agree with you.
So any advice to today's generation student about learning?
See, today generation students has to understand, don't expect anything from the teachers because I already know that students don't expect from anything from teachers at all. But they have to understand that teacher has some experience. So that experience, let them understand, let them not bother about the concepts and other thing because they have so many sources to understand. So try to get advantage of what tools available, different sources of knowledge and gain as much as possible. That is my advice.
Thank you so much for your time and patience, sir.
Thank you.